Hello to all nations, tribes, peoples, and tongues. Welcome to Storytime with Ray, where we read the King James Version of the Bible from Genesis to Revelation to take in the wisdom and understanding from the Word. Thank you for joining, and God bless. First Chronicles chapter 2. These are the sons of Israel: Reuben, Simeon, Levi, and Judah, Issachar and Zebulun, Dan, Joseph, and Benjamin, Naphtali, Gad, and Asher. The sons of Judah, and Onan, and Shelah, which three were born unto him, of the daughter of Shua the Canaanites. And the firstborn of Judah, was evil in the sight of the Lord, and he slew him. And Tamar his daughter-in-law bare him Pharez and Zerah. All the sons of Judah were 5. The sons of Pharez, Hesron and Hamul. And the sons of Zerah, Zimri and Ethan, and Heman and Calcol and Dara, 5 of them in all. And the sons of Carmi, Achar, the troubler of Israel, who transgressed in the thing accursed. And the sons of Ethan, Azariah, the sons also of Hesron, that were born unto him, Jerahmeel, and Ram, and Chelubai. And Ram begat Amminadab, and Amminadab begat Nahshon, prince of the children of Judah. And Nahshon begat Salma, and Salma begat Boaz, and Boaz begat Obed, and Obed begat Jesse, and Jesse begat his firstborn Eliab, and Abinadab the second, and Shimna the third. Nethaneel the fourth, Radai the fifth, Ozem the sixth, David the seventh, whose sisters were Zeruiah and Abigail. And the sons of Zeruiah, Abishai, and Joab, and Asahel 3. And Abigail bare Amasa, and the father of Amasa was Jether the Ishmaelite. And Caleb the son of Hesron begat children of Azubah his wife, and of Jerioth. Her sons are these, Jesher, Shobab, and Ardan. And when Azubah was dead, Caleb took unto him Ephrath, which bare him Hur. And Hur begat Uri, and Uri begat Bezaleel. And afterward Hesron went in to the daughter of Machir, the father of Gilead, whom he married when he was 80 years old, and she bare him Segub. And Segub begat Jer, who had 23 cities in the land of Gilead. And he took Geshur and Amram, with the towns of Jer, from them with Kenath, and the towns thereof, even 80 cities. All these belonged to the sons of Machir, the father of Gilead. And after that Hesron was dead in Caleb, Ephrathah. Then Abiah, Hesron's wife, bare him Ashur, the father of Tekoa. And the sons of Jerahmeel, the firstborn of Hesron, were Ram, the firstborn, and Bunah, and Oren, and Ozan, and Ahiah. Jerahmeel had also another wife, whose name was Atara. She was the mother of Onam. The sons of Ram, the firstborn of Jerahmeel, were Maz, and Jamin, and Ichar. The sons of Onam were Shammai and Jada. And the sons of Shammai, Nadab and Abishur. And the name of the wife of Abishur was Abihail, and she bare him Ahban and Molid. The sons of Nadab, Seled and Abim. But Seled died without children. And the sons of Abim, Ishi, and the sons of Ishi, Sheshan. And the children of Sheshan, Ahlai. And the sons of Jada, the brother of Shammai, Jether and Jonathan. And Jether died without children. And the sons of Jonathan, Peleth and Zaza. These were the sons of Jerahmeel. Now Sheshan had no sons but daughters. And Sheshan had a servant, an Egyptian, whose name was Jarha. And Sheshan gave his daughter to Jarha his servant to wife, and she bare him Attai. And Attai begat Nathan, and Nathan begat Zabad, and Zabad begat Ephlal, And Ephlal begat Obed. And Obed begat Jehu. And Jehu begat Azariah. And Azariah begat Helez. And Helez begat Elisah. And Elisah begat Sesamai. And Sesamai begat Shallum. And Shallum begat Jechamiah. And Jechamiah begat Elishama. Now the sons of Caleb, the brother of Jerahmeel, were Mesha, his firstborn, which was the father of Ziph, and the sons of Maresha, the father of Hebron. And the sons of Hebron, Korah, and Tepuah, and Rechem, and Shema. And Shema begat Reham, the father of Jorkam, and Rechem begat Shammai. The son of Shammai was Maon, and Maon was the father of Beth-zur. And Ephah, Caleb's concubine, bare Haran and Moza, and Gaziz. And Haran begat Gaziz. And the sons of Jahdai, Regem and Jotham, and Geshon and Pelet, and Ephah and Shaph. Maachah, Caleb's concubine, bare Sheber and Turhana. She bare also Shaph, the father of Madmannah. Shavua, the father of Machbenah, and the father of Gibeah, the father of Caleb, was Asa. These were the sons of Caleb, the son of Hur, the firstborn of Ephrathah. Shobal, the father of Kiriath-jearim. Salma, the father of Bethlehem. Hariph, the father of Bethgader. And Shobal, the father of Kiriath-jearim, had sons, Haro, and half of the Manassalites. The families of Kiriath-jearim, the Ithrites, and the Puhites, and the Shumathites, and the Mishrahites. Of them came the Zerahites, and the Eshtolites. The sons of Salma, Bethlehem, and the Netophathites, Ataroth, the house of Joab, and half of the Mahathites, the Zorites. And the families of the scribes, which dwelt at Jabesh, the Turathites, the Shimeathites, the Sukathites. These are the Kenites that came of Hamath, the father of the house of Rechab. Thank you so much for joining and listening to this beautiful chapter. I highly recommend it as a personal read. Please join me on the next chapter as we dive in deeper into the Word. If you do love the Word as much as I do, express so by liking, sharing the Word with your loved ones, and even subscribing. And may the Lord bless you each and every day.